Hello, Namaste and welcome you all. Since our last several lectures, we have been discussing about various formulas of marginal costing technique. In our last lecture, we have discussed various formulas to calculate contribution and fixed cost. Now today in this lecture, we are going to understand various formulas available to calculate total variable cost, per unit variable cost, and some formulas to calculate sales for desired profits. So total 9 formulas to calculate total variable cost, total 6 formulas to calculate per unit variable cost, 1 formula for sales for desired profit in units, 1 formula for sales for desired profit in rupees we are going to discuss in this lecture. So let's start from formulas to calculate total variable cost. Formulas to calculate total variable cost. So first formula, total cost less fixed cost. As we know, total cost is the sum of two costs. Which are these two? Fixed cost and variable cost. So if we deduct fixed cost from total cost, then we can get the amount of variable cost. Total cost less fixed cost is equal to variable cost. Then second, sales less contribution. As we know, sales includes three contents. Which are these? Variable cost, fixed cost and profit. So fixed cost and profit collectively known as contribution. If we deduct these two contribution items, means fixed cost and profit, then what will remain? Variable cost will remain. In that way this formula works. Then next third, sales less fixed cost plus profit. This third formula is similar to second formula. As we know, fixed cost and profit collectively known as contribution. That's why when we deduct contribution from sales, then remaining amount left is the amount of total variable cost. Then fourth formula is also similar to this second and third formula. Sales less fixed cost less loss. So as we know, fixed cost less loss is equal to contribution. So sales less contribution, as we discussed, is total variable cost. Fixed cost less loss is equal to contribution. Why? As we discussed in the last lecture, loss is a difference between the fixed cost and contribution when fixed cost is greater than contribution. That's why when we deduct the amount of loss from the amount of fixed cost, then we get the amount of contribution. And as we know, when we deduct the amount of contribution from sales, then we get the amount of variable cost. So fixed cost less loss is equal to contribution. So sales less contribution, as we discussed, sales less contribution is equal to variable cost. Next, formula number 5, sales less PV ratio. PV ratio, PV stands for profit volume ratio. It is also called as contribution to sales ratio. So that's why when we deduct PV ratio amount from sales, we get the amount of variable cost. So PV ratio means contribution to sales ratio, means it is also called as contribution ratio. So sales less contribution ratio is equal to total variable cost. You can see, suppose sales is rupees 100 and our PV ratio or contribution ratio is 20%. So 100 less 20% of sales, 20% of 100, 100 less 20% of 100. So 20% of 100 is 20. So 100 less 20 is equal to 80 will be the amount of total variable cost. Now next, total variable cost is equal to sales into variable cost ratio. Sales into variable cost ratio. Variable cost ratio tells us the percentage of variable cost to sales. That's why when we multiply variable cost ratio and sales, we get the amount of total variable cost. Suppose our sales amount is rupees 100 into, suppose our variable cost ratio which is 80%. Suppose that variable cost ratio is 80%. So 100 into 80%. So 80% of 100 is 80. So 80 will be the amount of total variable cost. Next formula, variable cost is equal to direct material, direct labor, direct material plus direct labor plus direct expenses plus all variable overheads. Overheads means it is also called as on cost or all indirect expenses. All indirect cost means overhead. So direct material plus direct labor plus direct expenses, direct material, direct labor plus direct expenses plus all variable indirect cost is equal to total variable cost. Now formula number 8 is similar to formula number 7. As we know, direct material plus direct labor plus direct expenses is equal to prime cost. Means these three items collectively known as prime cost. The sum of direct material, direct labor and direct expenses is prime cost. That's why we have taken directly prime cost plus variable overheads is equal to total variable cost. Next, last formula to calculate total variable cost. If we know per unit variable cost, then we can easily find out the amount of total variable cost. So per unit variable cost into total number of units is equal to total variable cost. So here we have discussed total 9 formulas to calculate total variable cost. Now we are going to discuss 6 formulas to calculate per unit variable cost. So let's start with first one. Per unit selling price. Per unit selling price less per unit contribution. As we know, selling price includes two contents. Which are these two contents? Per unit variable cost and per unit contribution. So when you deduct the amount of per unit contribution, what will remain? Obviously per unit variable cost will remain. As we know, per unit selling price includes two contents. Which are these two contents? First is variable cost, per unit variable cost, and second is per unit contribution. So if you deduct per unit contribution, what will remain? Per unit variable cost will remain. In that way, this first formula works. Now second formula, per unit selling price less PV ratio. As we know, PV ratio stands for profit volume ratio. It is also called as contribution to sales ratio or contribution ratio. So selling price less contribution ratio. So contribution ratio, what contribution ratio tells us? It tells us, suppose PV ratio is 20%, means contribution ratio is 20%. It means contribution is 20% of sales. Here per unit selling price is given. So per unit selling price 10 less 20% amount of contribution. So 10 less 20%. 20% of 10 is 2. So 10 less 2 will be 8. 8 rupees will be the per unit variable cost. Now third formula, per unit selling price into variable cost ratio. Suppose our per unit selling price is rupees 10 and suppose our variable cost ratio is 80%, then we can easily calculate the per unit variable cost. So per unit selling price, suppose 10 into 80% of 10. So 80% of 10 is rupees 8. So rupees 8 will be the amount of per unit variable cost. Now next formula is very simple. Total variable cost divided by total number of units. If we know the amount of total variable cost, then we can easily find out the per unit variable cost by applying this formula. If we know total variable cost, divide the same by total number of units, then obviously you will get the amount of per unit variable cost. Next, fifth formula. While discussing contents of BEP sales and contents of margin of safety sales, we have discussed that. We have discussed BEP sales has two contents. Which are these two contents? Variable cost of BEP units and fixed cost. So if you deduct amount of fixed cost from BEP sales, what will remain? Variable cost of BEP units will remain. You can see BEP sales includes two contents. Which are these two contents? Variable cost of BEP units and fixed cost. That's why if you deduct the amount of fixed cost from BEP sales, what will remain? Variable cost of BEP units will remain. So variable cost of BEP units divided by BEP units is equal to per unit variable cost. Next, 6th number formula is also similar to formula number 5. While discussing contents of BEP sales and margin of safety sales, we discussed that margin of safety sales includes two contents. Which are these two contents? First is profit and variable cost of margin of safety units. That's why if you deduct the amount of profit from the amount of margin of safety sales, what will remain? Variable cost of margin of safety units will remain. So variable cost of margin of safety units divided by margin of safety units is equal to per unit variable cost. So in that way we have discussed total 6 formulas to calculate per unit variable cost, 9 formulas to calculate total variable cost, means in total 15 formulas to calculate variable cost we have discussed today. Now we are going to discuss various formulas available to calculate sales for desired profit. Desired profit means expected profit. Suppose we want to earn rupees 900 profit, then what will be the sales amount required? How much sales we will have to generate? That question's answer can be given by applying this formula. So first in units we are going to calculate, or we are going to discuss formula to calculate sales for desired profit in units. The formula is sales for desired profit in units is equal to fixed cost, total fixed cost plus desired profit, means expected profit. Amount of profit we are expecting, that amount we have to take here. So fixed cost amount plus that amount, profit amount, the expected profit amount. So as we know, fixed cost plus profit means contribution. So this is our expected amount of contribution. What amount of contribution we have to generate? So that amount of contribution divided by per unit contribution is equal to sales for desired profit in units. For example, suppose our fixed cost is rupees 100. I am taking very small figures so as to you can understand easily and quickly. That's why I have taken amount of fixed cost rupees 100 plus desired profit, which is suppose 900, and per unit contribution amount is suppose rupees 2. So fixed cost suppose 100 plus desired profit means expected profit, suppose which is rupees 900, 100 plus 900 is equal to 1000, 1000 divided by 2 is equal to 500 will be the unit, 500 units will be the sales for desired profit. Means if we want to earn profit rupees 900, how much unit we will have to sell? 500 units we will have to sell. Now we are going to understand formula available to calculate sales for desired profit in rupees. It is also somewhat similar to the first formula. Fixed cost plus desired profit, same as above. Fixed cost plus desired profit divided by, instead of per unit contribution we have to take here PV ratio, which is also called as contribution to sales ratio. So fixed cost suppose which is same 100 plus desired profit 900, 100 plus 900 total 1000, and suppose divided by PV ratios, suppose which is 20%. So 1000 divided by 20%. So 1000 is a 20% of rupees 5000. Means to earn profit rupees 900, company will have to generate sales of rupees 5000. Means if you generate sales rupees 5000, then you will get the amount of profit rupees 900 as you expected or desired. So here now today in this lecture we have discussed total 9 formulas to calculate total variable cost, total 6 formulas to calculate per unit variable cost, means total 9 and 6 total 15 formulas we have discussed to calculate variable cost, and 1 formula we have discussed to calculate sales for desired profit in units, and 1 formula to calculate sales for desired profit in rupees. So I hope all of you understood it. Thank you.